that was the scheme. Port Charles seemed to be the perfect location to launder money. It had a harbor, not too big, not too small. It also had a dock workers' union, which we thought would be easy to infiltrate.
That's why you ran for president. You could control the unions and bring the money in that way, right?
Yes, the mob forced me to get them a loan from the union pension plan. I have already repaid that loan from laundered cash. The mob don't know about that little maneuver, not yet anyway.
So, you guys had quite an operation going.
Yes. And you were in it up to your neck.
I never intended to be.
Someone twisted your arm?
No, I let them do me a small favor once.
You figured they'd never ask you to pay it back.
I was young and I was very naive.
And stupid.
I thought I could handle them. I was in it way up over my head by the time I realized it was too late.
Please don't ask for sympathy.
Oh, I am way past that, believe me. What I'm looking to do now is get this whole thing off my chest. All there is left for me is to protect the people that I love.
You were right about him. Every word you said about him was true.
And I suspect there's a lot more that hasn't come out yet. The cash in the treasure chests, you were using the circus to launder money, weren't you?
Yes, you know we were. You caught us more almost twice.
What about Frisco and Felicia?
I would never do anything to hurt either of them.
Oh, no, you're everyone's guardian angel, aren't you? I'm surprised we ever managed without you.
The money that Felicia was alleged to have stolen along with the fur, that was a frame-up, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Whose idea was it? You were behind that, too.
Yes, but I had a reason for that.
Nothing was worth putting them through that.
Did you try to kill them as well?
No, I set them up to save their lives.
You did what?
I know this sounds like I'm making excuses.
No, it sounds like you think we're a bunch of fools.
Felicia was framed to get at Frisco. Yes?
In a way, yes.
Please answer the questions, would you?
I had been acting under instructions from a Mr. B.
He's the head of the organization?
Locally. Yes, he is the head. He was concerned that Frisco was getting too close to our operation.
So the poker game was set up to divert him?
Yes, it was, but it only made Frisco all the more curious. And it made Mr. B more determined to get rid of him.
So you want us to believe that Mr. B was trying to kill Frisco and Felicia?
Yes. He ordered a hit on Frisco.
Then the ruse with the money and the stolen fur was designed to get those kids out of town.
Exactly. If they had stayed here in Port Charles, they would both be dead.
Oh, dear, this gets more and more absurd.
I am telling you, Frisco and Felicia would have been in grave danger if they had stayed here. I had to come up with some way to force them out on the run. I couldn't very well explain the situation to them, now could I? I figured that if I set them both up with theft, then they would both leave Port Charles. Now, that way, I figured it would be more difficult for the hitmen to get to them. Especially if they were going to be surrounded by cops all the time.
So you knew they were both targeted for murder?
I knew it was only a matter of time. I didn't know when. I certainly didn't know where. I was only just convinced that if Frisco and Felicia remained here in Port Charles, they would both be sitting ducks.
I don't buy it, Avery. I think that Frisco was onto your mob involvement, so you framed Felicia to get him off your back.
If that were true, I would have killed Frisco myself.
I'm not so sure you didn't try.
I give you my word, I had nothing to do with harming either of them.
What about Tessie? She was killed in Atlantic City. Why?
My guess is that Mr. B's people discovered Tessie was helping me to protect the kids.
Oh, it's so ridiculous. I don't know where to start to pull this story apart.
I know it all seems pretty implausible. But it's the truth. I couldn't make anything up that is bizarre as this, please.
All right. Now, let's try a simple question. Why did you shoot Bert?
I had no choice.
Oh, let me guess, please. He was trying to kill Frisco and Felicia and the entire population of Port Charles. So you just rode in, as usual, as the hero and blew him away.
What I was trying to do was blow the whistle on the entire organization. Now, I had tried to do this once before.
So why couldn't you? What was to stop you coming right to the police and telling it all?
I was warned that if I talked, Anna and Robin would be killed.
I was claiming he's trying to protect me and Robin. First it was Frisco and Felicia. We're not dealing with a common criminal. This man's a saint.
I was willing to protect you and Robin. I would have done anything, even go along with the mob.
What pushed you over the edge? What finally decided you to expose the organization?
When they bombed Anna's house, I realized that no matter what I did, they were still in danger. So I went to Ramsey. I intended to turn state's evidence. It was the only way left. I could ensure
Proceeded to shoot him as well.
It doesn't wash, Lavery. None of it. Doesn't even come close.
It does. It does when you take into consideration the identity of the head of our organization. What I realized when it was too late, that Ramsey is Mr. B.